Hello, welcome to Scryers Emporium. This is Charlotte, and today I'm going to be opening yet another commander box, but this time it is for Zendikar Rising. You've seen the previous commander box opening that I did, that was for Kaldheim, and this one is for another star, so let's get it open. So, like so last time, in every single commander deck that you get, the commander set, you get a life wheel, you get your commander, you get a personalised deck to go with the commander, you get tokens which also work with the commander and the deck, and then a nice deck box to put them in. Also, you get your instructions. Now, last time I was a complete noob at Commander. This time I've played a grand total of 4 games, which means I'm not a noob, but I'm still a noob. But I'm learning pretty quickly, and it is quite a different game style to just your normal play. But I have to say, it's a lot of fun, and the way that all the cards interact with each other, it takes a while to get used to the fact that you might exile one card and then another card brings all of them back, and then you've got these huge play cards which get rid of all your cards and bring them all back out again. It just, yeah, trying to get used to them is a little bit daunting. However, it is so much fun, and I highly recommend, like I said last time, if you're wanting to dip your toe, or just buy one to dip your toe. I mean, yeah, it's a no-brainer for me. Anyway, let's have a look at this guy. Obun, or Obun, however you pronounce him, Muldire Ancestor, and he is an elf spirit. So, his special ability is, at the beginning of combat on your turn, up to one target land you control becomes an XX elemental creature with trample and haste until the end of turn, where X is Obun's power. It's still a land. So this, you're turning a land into a creature. Wow. He's just nuts. He's a nuts card. But this is the kind of thing. So this guy makes a land an attacker. The other deck that I play with, it's all about exiling cards and bringing them back and exiling them and bringing them back. This one's about turning your land into fighters. It's crazy. So let's open this and see what else is in here and what else works with him. Because Commander style is all about making these decks work in synergy with your commander. So I'm guessing a lot of these will have something to do with landfall or land, or yeah, let's have a look. Oh look, landfall. Whenever a land enters the battlefield under your control, exile target permanent card with converted mana cost 3 or less from your graveyard. When Trove Warden dies, put each permanent card exiled with it onto the battlefield under control of the card's owner. So that's another one, exiling cards and then bringing them back, but that I think is actually more of a trait of a white deck, to be fair. Oh, here we go. Another one. Whenever a land enters the battlefield under your control, goad each creature target player controls. Goad each creature target player controls. Sorry, I'm reading this fresh. And then in brackets it says, until your next turn, those creatures attack each combat, if applicable, and attack a player other than you if able. So, another one with landfall. Another one. All of them are to do with land. Apart from that one's not. That's a spell. Well, sorcery. Now, he is actually in my other deck. So some of these cards that are in here are also in the other command decks. So Sun Titan is also in my other one. And he's a mythic creature. That one is new, Together Forever. When Together Forever enters the battlefield, support 2, which means put a +1/+1 counter on each of up to 2 target creatures. So that's a nice one. We've got a few green cards here. Reach and Trample for that one, another legendary creature. So all of these will work with each other. There's another land for one. And they all have things that another one will do. So in this deck, there's white, green, and red. So white are all about life and gaining life and exiling cards, bringing them back. And you've got red, which is more towards the like taking life side. That's more of a attack. Green, I just know have a lot of animals in it, but it seems to be more angled towards land, or getting mana for creatures on the field. But these in a combination, I'd be interested to try these. Whenever a land enters the battlefield under your control, create a 5/5 red and green elemental creature token. Wow. Wow. Another good card. And also artifacts. Now, when I've played just in general, I've never used artifacts. Using artifacts is a thing in itself. As soon as you get a sun ring, not sun ring, as soon as you get a soul ring, that's an extra 2 mana, which then adds on to your others. 2 of the games I played, I had no lands. 2 of the other games I played, I had too many lands. Absolute nightmare. But these artifacts are so good and they come in handy, as well as the enchantments in the instance. I mean, these ones that have more than one option, like kill creatures or destroy all creatures or this and that, that's in my other deck. Let's have a look at some of these. Ooh, Circuitous Route. Wow. So each of these decks have the correct amount of sorceries, the correct amount of enchantments, and an ample amount of lands. Lands, artifacts, and creatures. Now, most of them, they're all lands. There's a lot of lands in here. There's a lot of cards that talk about landfall, artifacts that will give you land. All of these decks are set up for you. So you don't need to go through all of your cards and pick which one's going to work with which one's going to do this, which one's going to do that. So for a beginner, these are perfect because they're set up for you to play straight away. You can open them and go, I could put these in a sleeve and go and play instantly with Ben now. They're ready. It's so easy for you. Obviously, yes, they cost a bit of money, but I would rather pay, I think this one was under £20, well under, I think. I'd rather pay under £20 to save me time and effort in going through all the tokens or accruing all the tokens as well, because you've got to buy some of these. If you don't buy one of these boxes, you've got to find the tokens from somewhere. So, well, that's if you want to use the exact tokens. You've got to find these somewhere. You've got to find the cards that go with this. You've got to pick the appropriate guy to be your commander. And then you've got to find all the cards that fit in and follow all the rules and all the different, play styles that you've got to think of. Just get one of these. It's so much simpler, so much easier. It makes more sense. So when you get these tokens, a lot of them are more than one, which go with the decks. And then you turn them over and they have some other ones. So one card might come on and it'll say create 4 beasts with 4/4. And then if another one attacks, put a +1 counter on the 4/4s. So there's things like that. So that's why you need these tokens. Like I said, if you buy one of these, it's set up ready for you. Don't need to do anything. You just sleeve them and play. Off you go, dip your toe. You know, it's so good, and I can't stress it enough for newer players. Get these if you want to have a go at Commander. Yes, it takes time to develop the style of play, know which cards you're using, know what goes with what, but it's a lot of fun trying to find it out. I mean, yes, I might have thrown 3 tantrums, but that's fine. I still won. But using these decks is so much easier than trying to do it yourself. My mind can't even process half the cards as they are, so trying to get my own cards and look through all of the ones that I've got and make sure that they match, nah, I go with this every day of the week. That is my advice to you. It is free, take it. Well, the packs aren't free, but the advice is free. So that being said, that is the end of my unboxing. I hope you enjoyed it. None of these cards will be on sale because they are my personal collection. I'm going to be playing this Commander deck soon. Please like and subscribe. Check out our other videos. We've got some really cool unboxings coming up. With that being said, see you next time and have an amazing week. Bye bye.